In New York City, this team of elite designers, engineers, and construction workers
Watch the boom!
race to build the ultimate airport.
Welcome to LaGuardia Airport.
The main goal of the redesign is to build an airport facility that's worthy of New York, that embodies the vibrancy and energy of New York.
The old airport, overcrowded and outdated, became synonymous with traffic chaos.
I don't know what's going on, LaGuardia.
At times, arriving passengers had to dodge cars along the edge of the highway to get into the terminal buildings.
It's hard to find words to describe how terrible it was. It became a joke. LaGuardia was desperately in need of a makeover.
Critical to the success of the new airport will be an efficient and friendly passenger experience. Outside the terminals, a simplified road network will give passengers fast, easy access. Bag drops, high-speed check-ins, and improved security will whisk them to their gates. And more space on the tarmac for dual taxiways will allow aircraft free movement in any direction. The new airport will be a highly efficient passenger processing machine, designed for a stress-free experience.
We ultimately are in the business of moving people. Our job is to do that in a world-class way. An airport needs balance for it to work well. Planes arriving on time, infrastructure to work, and roadways to facilitate the smooth arrival and departure of customers. If one of those entities goes out of whack, the likelihood of the entire thing falling out of balance is very, very real.
30 million passengers pass through LaGuardia each year. The operations team must keep the airport running at full capacity throughout construction, piling on extra pressure. It takes a vast 12,000-strong operations team of baggage handlers, security agents, maintenance workers, and airside staff to keep both planes and people moving. In charge of this tricky balancing act is airport manager Anthony Vero.
The redevelopment has brought tremendous operational challenges. We didn't realize the magnitude of what we were going to be up against. It's been a constant struggle to maintain the needs of the operation, maintain the needs of construction, so we could keep the program on schedule.
Anthony's operations team must not only keep the existing airport running, but also quickly get to grips with brand new, state-of-the-art facilities.
Grace under fire? It really is about maintaining a sense of normalcy with so much happening around you.
At Terminal B, pressure is mounting on the construction crew racing to complete the final stages of redevelopment. The structures for the 4-story skyscraper terminal, arrivals, departures, and 35 gates are now in place. It rests on the shoulders of senior project manager Jessica Force to now ensure the interior fit-out stays on track, so the new facilities can open to passengers in just 4 months' time.
To make this building really come to life, we're looking at thousands of workers on a daily basis. A couple weeks ago, if you were in here, there would be nothing on the floor, just kind of a big basin, and now you really see all this activity. We're done with all the infrastructure of the building, and really now we're putting on the paint, and you really can start to see the shops and the various elements come to life, and to really see the signs up on the walls and all the visual displays. There's a lot of energy. We're kind of at the full court press at the end of a really long journey, but everyone's really excited to get to the opening day.
Passengers will pass from the terminal building to the concourses and gates via twin 450-foot-long pedestrian bridges. It's critical that the first of these key arteries is completed in time for the opening day to avoid chaos both inside and outside.
This bridge actually spans the active airfield underneath. There's planes that'll circulate underneath the building and around the concourse from this area. You know, we think we're going to be the only location in the world to have 2 of these active bridges over airfield.
Jessica's team is under pressure to fit out these light-filled corridors with passenger lounges, restaurants, and amenities to hit the opening deadline. Time is tight.
We are, you know, in a T-minus kind of scenario. You can kind of see really in the home stretch of the activation for this. Not only getting the bridge finished, but the food and beverage restaurant that'll be located in this area as well. You can kind of see the bit of the ceilings that are completed, but really the last bit's out to really get the final testing and process done for all the above ceiling and mechanical inspections that have to take place to support the opening.
As Terminal B nears completion, east across the site at Terminal C, workers are gearing up to undertake one of the most complex installations of the project. With construction of the terminal's arrivals and departures hall, its grand entrance, and its concourses well underway, the team must now build a 200-foot-long pedestrian bridge to keep passengers moving between the main terminal building and the gates. This bridge may be small, but it's critical for the smooth running of the entire airport.
That little bridge is what drives everything. That is the critical path of this entire program. Hot water, our electrical, our communications, everything goes through that bridge.
To add to the challenge, this bridge must be built above an active roadway. They can't afford to disrupt operations and flights during the day. So the team must construct the bridge during a razor-thin window of just 6 hours in the dead of night, while the roadway is closed and no aircraft arrive or take off.
You have to be extremely careful when you're erecting steel over active roadways. Dropping steel onto cars below is not a good thing for anybody.
The first challenge for the team is to get one of the bridge's largest steel components onto site. Tonight, the 100-ton, 80-foot-long beam will make the treacherous journey through Manhattan. It will form part of a convoy of oversized vehicles moved under cover of darkness. The beam is destined to be installed alongside a twin beam already in place over the roadway. Driver Dave Madonna faces one of his toughest assignments yet.
I don't particularly like driving in Manhattan. There's a lot of things to snag you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most complicated, I would say it's a 9.
The convoy must first cross the George Washington Bridge into congested Manhattan, the eye of the traffic storm. Making a series of tight turns, the rest of the convoy will peel off at various points along the route. And Dave will continue on to deliver the steel to LaGuardia.
You have to have your wits about you. You don't want to make any mistakes, because with something this size, it's very easy to damage property, damage the load, damage the truck.
So Dave has some help. As well as a team of traffic cops, his eyes and ears will be an escort vehicle, front and rear.
Escort driving requires being able to make fast decisions to try and keep people from killing themselves with foolish operations.
The front escort always alerts me of what's coming ahead. My rear escort tells me where to steer the trailer to avoid any signs or holes or obstacles.
It's probably about time to go.
You guys have a good ride. Be safe.
10:45 p.m., the convoy hits the streets.
Come on, we'll keep it right here in the center.
They make it across the George Washington Bridge and into central Manhattan.
Going down Broadway to 125th.
This is where the streets get tighter and the night traffic becomes heavier. The lead truck in the convoy must now negotiate the first hard right.
Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Is it gonna hit or is it gonna be close? We got cars and a bus in the way.
A parked car blocks the route, preventing the front end of the beam from swinging around the corner. The holdup could stop Dave making his delivery deadline.
This is too crazy tonight.
So can I back up or? You got 5 feet back, 5 feet back. We're gonna get a car moved here, I believe.
This is a job for the New York Police Department.
They'll pick the car up and move it down the road out of the way. It must be fun to come out in the morning and find out where your car went. It's not where you left it.
Once the route is clear, the truck attempts the maneuver again.
Hey, you know what? I might be able to make this.
You're looking good. Keep going.
Tail swing is clear. Tail swing is all clear.
The first truck in the convoy makes the corner. Now Dave attempts the turn.
Clearing everything back here. You're looking good.
Dave has made it. An hour later, and with a few extra grey hairs, he rolls the steel into LaGuardia Airport.
That corner was a tad bit tighter than I thought it was going to be. But we made it. We didn't damage anything. The load is now on site, and Dave is happy. Woohoo!
Stage 1 is complete. But the next challenge, installing the bridge beam over the roadway, will push the team to the limit. At the southeast corner of the Terminal C site, this crew is working 24/7 to make the main terminal building weathertight. Terminal C will be clad in glass to flood the passenger halls with light.
Hold it!
PJ has over 800 panels of glass to install.
Our target is 24 panels each day. Hopefully we'll get around 30 today.
The glass will form an 80,000 square foot curtain wall. This is no ordinary glass. The wall acts as a protective barrier around the terminal building.
So the big thing on this building is the fact that everything needs to be blast resistant. So you see the curtain wall rests on blast steel, which is really, in case of an emergency or a bomb going off close to it, the system is designed to maintain structural stability even if something were to happen.
The curtain wall may be tough enough to absorb bomb blasts, but each glass panel costs up to $20,000. So PJ and the team must still handle them with extreme care.
Damaging glass that's already installed could get very expensive very fast if something were to happen. So we definitely try to maintain control of it at all times. I check the weather about 9 times a day, every single day, not only just for rain, but for wind, because it affects what we can do.
Completing the curtain wall isn't just about improving curb appeal and security. It's key to keeping the entire construction on schedule.
Once you're watertight, you don't got to worry about any water damage or anything like that, as well as there's a lot of key parts of the building, like the terrazzo floors, the topping slabs, all that stuff needs to be dry in order to push everything else. Because once that's in, you can really start the finishes. Really, it's one of the key factors of making sure a project is on schedule.
On the north side of the new main Terminal C building, Dave's convoy has delivered the 80-foot-long beam for the pedestrian bridge. Foreman Dave Gunnode has waited for nightfall to install it over this active roadway so he can avoid disrupting airport traffic.
Last flights out of the airport are usually at 10 o'clock. Come 4 in the morning, people are arriving at the airport for the departing flight. We've got a 6-hour window to be able to get our work done.
The beam will sit alongside a twin beam that's already in place. Together, they will form the backbone of the pedestrian bridge between the main terminal building and the new departure gates. The last plane of the day has taken off. Now the team must work fast. First job, close the roadway to ensure no vehicles pass under the 100-ton beam as it's lifted. This roadway shuttles all passengers to the departures drop-off zone, so it can't be shut for long.
I'm in charge of opening and closing the lanes for LaGuardia when the construction has to be performed. The drivers like to, get mad at us. They pull up because we're closing the ramps.
The clock is now ticking. The road must be reopened by 4 a.m. before passengers start arriving for morning flights.
Making something happen within that narrow overnight window requires the orchestration of different types of construction entities coming together. That is a major challenge.
The team moves the crane into position. But there's a problem. The twin beam already in place blocks the crane's access.
We had to remove that one girder because the boom of the crane is actually hitting it. And we thought we'd get away with just clearing it, but it didn't work out that way.
This setback eats up valuable time. 3 a.m. They now have just 1 hour before they need to reopen the road.
You just can't have roadway closures going over the allocated time when customers need to check in for a flight.
I'll let you know when we open it back up. All right.
The team race to remove the obstructing beam.
Don't let it get out of control.
With the obstacle removed, the crew finally has the space to hoist in the new beam. The iron workers guide it into position over the roadway.
When it enters, it's definitely a relief, because that means it fits and it's safe. When the holes are lined up, they drop their bolts in, nut it up, and that's it. They're going to get 50% of the bolts so that we can cut it loose and it's safe.
It's been a long night. But with moments to spare, the beam is secured and all that remains is to reopen the road.
I just received a call that we could open up the departures ramp and allow traffic to flow through. We can finally go home.
The early birds can catch their flights. It's a close call, but a success for the operations team, who can keep passengers and planes moving for another day while construction continues at pace. With the site at LaGuardia smaller than Central Park, the use of every square foot for this build is critical. As old buildings are demolished and new ones built, the layout of the airport evolves constantly, changing over 100 times since work first began.
Every chance we get to capture some real estate and build, that's what we do, keeping the facilities operational, keeping the aircraft moving, keeping the people moving, keeping the cars on the roadways moving. It's been a very complex puzzle that we've had to solve. So what we do here is we build something new, and then we tear down the old, and then we build something new, and then tear down the old.
The challenge of keeping passengers and planes moving here is made even tougher by the extreme weather that strikes this exposed airport.
We live and die by the forecast. 3 days ago, it was looking only like 1 inch or 2 of snow, and now we're looking at over a foot.
Tonight, Airport Operations Chief Kevin Gillen and his team are gearing up to battle their biggest snowstorm in 5 years.
We're expecting serious blizzard-like conditions, heavy winds, heavy snow.
Just as construction activity approaches a new peak, the Arctic conditions bring building work to a halt and air traffic to a standstill, grounding almost 200 flights. This is the team's worst nightmare. It's up to Kevin and his crew to get the airport back up and running as soon as possible.
We all go out into the field and we just maintain the field as best we can. because if we lose the field, it becomes harder to dig out, so we have to stay on top.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm sure everyone knows we're in a snow condition 5.
Snow has always been equivalent of work for me. So no, I don't necessarily get a joyous feeling when I see snow in the forecast.
Gonna get a lot of blowing snow. We're talking about 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour.
Dion Saipo will coordinate the mission to clear the runway with Kevin. She's in charge of 20 operations supervisors and 30 plow drivers.
Moving on to the team assignments. Team Green, you'll be doing both runways. You're gonna have 4 multis.
Every snowstorm has a different challenge. This one we're expecting, again, the whiteout type conditions, so make visibility and snow removal operations very, very difficult.
Dion dispatches 4 multifunctional snowplows to the runways.
Our people have to be very, very well trained. They've got to be quick, they've got to know what they're doing, and we move fast.
With 8 square miles to clear and whiteout conditions, there's no time to lose. Every inch of snow that builds up makes it that much harder and more time-consuming to clear. Unless the team stays on top of it, the runways could be buried for days.
I have 2 goals right now. I have to be available for anything that may pop up on the radar screen, and I have to keep in mind that I need to get this airport back to 100% as quickly as possible once the last snowflake falls.
To add to this challenge, the snow clearing team must contend with the ever-changing airfield. Airside construction constantly changes the boundaries of the taxi lanes, potentially placing new fences and machinery in the path of the plows.
The airfield itself has changed dramatically in the past 12 months. So now the drivers find themselves in places when there's whiteout conditions that they're not used to being.
The stakes are high, but they're about to rise even higher. At the Operations Command Center, Dion receives an unexpected call.
New York State called. They want to come in. I told them like 10 o'clock. So I don't know.
State called?
Yeah, they want to land.
They want to bring a plane in?
They want to bring a plane in.
All right, so now we have to have the runway ready to go by 10 o'clock.
A VIP has requested special permission to land at the airport, piling even more pressure onto the snow clearing team.
You go out there with a plan, but sometimes you go out there and the plan no longer works because things have changed.
The New York State Police called us and they said they'd like to land a plane here. So we have about 2 hours to clean off this runway. We've had 2 inches of snow fall. It's falling about an inch an hour, and it's going to add to a very difficult challenge to get this plane in here safely.
Extreme weather is an ever-changing challenge for operation teams at airports like LaGuardia. New York is infamous for its brutal winter storms and sweltering summers.
New York has 4 seasons, supposedly. You just don't know when that season is going to occur.
Engineers have developed ingenious technology to enable airports around the world to cope with extreme conditions. In Helsinki, Finland, the airport has never needed to close due to the weather, even though temperatures here plummet to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. Their runways are packed with sensors above and below ground. These allow maintenance crews to predict the surface conditions up to 8 hours in advance, ensuring they time de-icing operations to perfection. For New York's new LaGuardia Airport, a fail-safe way to both heat and cool the hub is crucial to keep planes and passengers moving.
Future-proofing a facility has to be a central guideline in terms of how you build it.
So the airport's new Terminal C features an engineering world first. An electrical substation built into the airport terminal generates enough power for around 2,000 homes. It also packs in 6 enormous boilers to heat the interior spaces in winter. And to cool the terminal in New York's scorching summers, there are 5 high-powered chillers and 65 huge ice storage tanks.
Heating and cooling the old building was like trying to heat and cool your house with the windows open and the stove on.
But that's all changed. The new system is groundbreaking. Temperature sensors give engineers Robert and Mike real-time information throughout the new terminal.
If one area is hot within a 50-foot area, we can literally see that on our computer screens and adjust just that area.
Today, the system will be pushed to the limit. A state of emergency has been declared. The snowstorm has caused temperatures inside the terminal to plummet.
Got some cold temperatures on the connecting bridges. Wow.
It's cold.
Let's ramp that up.
Mike heads down to check on the 6 vast boilers.
Today is brutally cold out there. The wind is howling, so that is the challenge of the day, is making sure the boilers stay online and we keep the place warm. These particular... Oh, we just had a failure.
The primary boiler has failed. Air from outside is needed to keep the boiler lit, but the savage storm winds are forcing too much air in, blowing out the pilot flame.
I need to get a boiler up online ASAP.
It's a race against time to get enough heat back into the system.
If I can't get another boiler to come on, my hot water temperature is going to start dropping. And that's where stress will start to come in. Trying to fire up, and we were lucky. Nope, we lost it.
The heat is on Mike.
I'm going to make sure that this boiler runs at a higher firing rate, giving me a better chance that the wind can't blow it out.
Mike doubles the boiler flame size. And it works. The howling wind outside can no longer blow out the boiler.
We come together as a team. That's why we call each other brothers. We are the unsung heroes.
Outside, on the frozen airfield, Kevin and Dion check that the clearance of the 2 runways is on track. The VIP's incoming plane is only 30 minutes away, and the tarmac must be spotless to ensure the aircraft doesn't skid out of control on contact. They're relying on plow driver Christopher and his crew to get the job done fast.
We got about 18 to 24 inches coming here. This is the worst storm we've had in a few years. Right now we're going up and down, making sure there's no snow and ice buildup.
These mammoth machines weigh over 14 tons each and can clear almost 4 million square feet per hour. Maneuvering these powerful steel monsters can be dangerous.
You always worry about somebody getting hurt, equipment sliding off the runway, any kind of accident.
These drivers need to understand the risks of driving something that big. These machines can do a lot of damage to not only the vehicles, but anybody that's around.
We don't really get to enjoy the snow like most people would, but that's what we sign up for, and we're here to make sure that the airports all over New York City stay open, making sure that one of the biggest cities in the world can still operate.
At the other end of the airfield, the team prepares for the imminent plane.
Kevin speaking. All right, so is it for good? So they're not coming back? Okay. And they said it's because of the weather? Okay. So the one arrival that we thought we were gonna have, state police, they called back and they said they're not coming.
If I were to just abandon it and go home, by the time we come back, if it's a 12-inch deep snow glacier, it'll take me days to come out of.
As night falls, the storm finally clears New York. Thanks to Kevin, Dion and the team, the first planes can safely land in the morning, and construction work can resume on the $8 billion redevelopment.
Fortunate enough to have a young staff here who's anxious to chomp at the bit at a storm like this to get this airport back to where it belongs.
As winter turns to spring, construction crews ramp up the pace to take advantage of the better weather. Jessica's team is under intense pressure to complete work on Terminal B in just 3 weeks to hit the opening deadline.
Final signage will need to be placed on all the doorways. We're still working through the final systems testing and making sure all the displays are properly displaying the information they're supposed to be displaying. Really, the brains in the network of the building are really what's still being tested and still being worked through.
Key to the smooth operation of both terminals will be more than 6 miles of state-of-the-art baggage handling machinery, capable of processing almost 40 million items of luggage a year.
The baggage system is an absolutely critical component of an airport. You expect to drop your bag, you expect it to arrive at your destination, and then when you come back and land, you expect your bag to show up on the carousel. It is absolutely vital that it operates successfully on day one.
Today at Terminal C, crews are gearing up to install a crucial piece of the pioneering baggage system.
Even though passengers don't see the baggage handling system up close, it is a fundamental part of their experience.
Here, they are connecting more than 3 miles of conveyors through the terminal buildings. These will transport bags from drop-off points beneath the oculus at the grand entrance, or inside at the check-in counters. From there, bags enter a high-tech security network to be scanned. Getting the right bag to the right aircraft requires an ingenious system.
Each bag is given a bag tag. This bag tag becomes basically the license plate of the bag. This bag tag has a unique identifier that will then be tracked throughout the entire system.
A network of infrared scanners read the tags and automatically direct the bags left or right to the correct loading bay. Vertical sorting units also move bags up or down a level if needed. Before all baggage moves airside, the conveyors shuttle it through security.
The new state-of-the-art technology that we have in security can pick up anything. But if it picks it up, it's dealing with it swiftly.
With up to 1,500 bags to check every hour, how can engineers ensure a suspicious bag is not sent onto the aircraft? Special explosive detection machines scan every bag. If they raise a red flag, bags are rerouted to transportation security agents on the lower floor for hand checking, while cleared bags must go up a level to reach the gates. The vertical sorting units, VSUs, are an essential part of the security system. Their conveyors divert the bags either up or down, depending on whether they are cleared or not. The VSUs automatically ensure a suspicious bag never makes it onto an aircraft, keeping the skies safe for passengers.
It's protection of life, protection of property, then resume operations.
It will take the team around 90 weeks to assemble all components of the baggage system in this terminal. Today, Supervisor Josh Batkins and his team are racing to install one of the massive vertical sorting units.
The vertical sort unit is a very large unit. It's very heavy. It's the heaviest piece that we set. It's around 4,000 pounds. It's going to be a very big milestone met once we get this piece in. This is actually the most complex piece that we manufacture and install. It's a very dangerous machine. It has a lot of power to it. These two motors here will operate this upper one will operate this belt, this lower one will operate this belt, and then here's our control panel.
The team must lift this 2-ton vertical sorting unit up to the floor above through a tight shaft.
It'll fit. I measured it. It better fit. Be a little tight, but We have 2 taglines, we'll control it.
Vic Harris is coordinating the difficult lift.
Make sure it goes up safe, make sure no one gets hurt. That's the main concern. All right, we're gonna go nice and slow, correct?
Just as they begin the lift,
You need open?
Vic spots a problem. The second floor ceiling is not high enough for the unit to squeeze inside.
Taking the feet off?
I'm missing the headroom by this much. So that's exactly how much I need.
Vic's team remove the feet, hoping that without them, the unit will fit. They try again. The system-critical vertical sorting unit fits through the access shaft with inches to spare.
Oh, very relieved. That's one of the biggest pieces that we had to lift. That went pretty well. Everything went up nice and safe. And I think we accomplished that.
It's a milestone for the baggage system install team, bringing Terminal C's vital airport infrastructure one step closer to completion. West, across the site at Terminal B, it's taken the team more than 20 months to install the vast baggage system and get it up and running. It's vital they iron out any glitches before the terminal opens to passengers. These are the 3.2-mile-long arteries of LaGuardia Airport's new Terminal B. If they fail, operations will grind to a halt.
When the baggage handling system malfunctions, if there's a jam of some sort, it typically creates a chain reaction where everything gets backed up in many facets of the operation.
The new system is packed with sensors that should alert the team to any malfunction. In tests like this, operators have just 3 minutes to identify a problem and fix the fault.
Here we have a diverter jam, maybe happens 50 times per 100,000 bags. Hey, Carlton cleared the jam. We're gonna be resetting in a minute. We should be okay.
Roger, jam, reset of the diverter.
With the brand new technology in Terminal B, incidents like this should be rare.
This is worlds better and more sophisticated than compared to what we had.
5 massive explosive detection machines scan bags for potential threats.
Security screening is by far the most critical component of the baggage handling system. We can place bags on planes confident that they don't pose a threat to passengers or crews traveling.
The CTX 9800 is an explosive detection system. The bag enters here. The bag now is going through an orifice of screening and capturing of images.
Whilst older baggage scanning machines produce 2D images of the contents of bags, these machines use cutting-edge X-ray technology to produce high-quality 3D images.
TSA, they're able to look at any alarmed images that were captured by the machine and determine whether it's a true alarm or not.
With greater accuracy and fewer false alarms, these new explosive detection machines should overhaul baggage system efficiency.
Got a bag check here.
Terminal B's vertical sorting units send suspicious bags to the lower level where transportation security officers carry out manual searches.
TSA officers play a critical role in the operation of the terminal. They're responsible for screening of all passengers through our checkpoint, as well as all the baggage in our baggage handling system.
Machine says normal.
The hand screening area is a perfect blend of man and machine. 55 robotic, mobile inspection tables ferry suspicious bags to TSA agents on an invisible magnetic track.
Mobile inspection tables are the muscle in the screening room, which allows them to focus on the screening of the baggage to ensure we have safe skies.
All clear.
The symbiotic relationship between humans and pioneering technology is central to the new Terminal B's security operations. Over the next week, Jessica and the Terminal B team race to complete all elements of the fit-out. Workers battle to wire up thousands of lights, install more than 3,000 seats and 250 toilets, and lay more than 80,000 square feet of carpet.
I feel relieved. It's a really great accomplishment. It's nice to see all the hard work and all the planning works exactly as you've drawn it up.
After 4 years of painstaking planning, intensive operations, and relentless construction, LaGuardia's new Terminal B is finally ready to welcome passengers.
Each milestone we were able to deliver to the public. They started to see the transformation, and today is just one more in that series of steps, and it's just great for all of us.
850,000 square feet of light-filled space has streamlined check-ins, custom artworks, and stylish cafes. Departure lounges now offer relaxing rest areas and state-of-the-art facilities for even the most discerning New York traveler.
They're walking into a facility which has 55-foot-high floor-to-ceiling glass, art, an enormously appealing, modern, global standard facility. And just to see the surprise on their faces was very striking and very satisfying.
It's been a very long project, so to see all these accomplishments over time and celebrate them is really important to keep the motivation up and going.
Outside, with the new taxiways and bridges complete, the team gather to celebrate another major milestone. The first aircraft can finally pass beneath the 65-foot-high Eastern Bridge, and planes can dock at the gates of the new terminal. The twin bridges represent a world first. Never before has an airport used 2 bridges over active taxiways. They will revolutionize operations at Terminal B, allowing aircraft greater flexibility to taxi around the airport, reducing delays.
If an airplane is coming in from one direction, the departing aircraft can be pushed out and leave in the other direction. So you should never hear a pilot again at LaGuardia say, "I'm sorry, we can't push back because there's an airplane blocking our alleyway."
So many different entities are part of a multi-billion-dollar project like this, and it's just so important to take a minute and celebrate the wins, celebrate the victories. Everyone is filled with pride today.
Very exciting. This is a major day for LaGuardia.
Terminal B's new gates open to their first passengers and planes smoothly.